Hello everybody! Let's check that we're live. And let's check that we have audio. Because we've changed the setup ever so slightly. Let's see. Do we have audio? Hello? Hello? Audio? Do we have audio? Why are we missing audio? Where has the audio gone? That is unfortunate. Where has the audio gone? Ah! Audio is there. Okay, it's just the speakers were not there. Okie doke. Oh, we've got some errors to fix. Okay, so now you might be wondering, what's with this setup? Well, hopefully soon my girlfriend will be joining, so that'll be fun. Let's see, we've got some bugs to fix here, or more accurately, we just have some errors to fix because I wrote things incorrectly. Hopefully those will be quick. Let's pop into Cripple Mr. Onion. So we may be doing some programming. A standard setup, we'll do some programming, and then we'll do some stuff. We'll do some gaming as soon as whoever it is ready. As soon as we have some people to play with. 158 is down here. Forgot to run this function. Okay. Cool. And then with that, this still needs to be filled in, and this still, I think this is all there already, and this still needs to be filled in, the showdown. So the showdown is still going to be phase 10. Ooh, we already got a viewer. Hello. You know what? It's worth a try. Let's see if music will work. Let's see. So we've got our new audio setup. We've got one viewer. Let's see if we can do music. Let's turn on Approaching Nirvana. And let's turn on how about Resurgence? Okay. 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 That sounds awful through my speakers. But let's see. Does it sound okay through the live stream? That's the real question. Okay. Let's see. Okay. That sounds terrible. Okay. But we'll manage. We gotta have our music, because dead air is the worst. Or at least, we'll keep the music until girlfriend shows up. Because with the girlfriend, there's no such thing as dead air. Add that in there. Okay, so one error was there at line 58. The other one is in the betting dealer pays. Is this one of the ones we left incomplete? most likely. Line 6. Here. Okay. Okay. There is only one dealer. So that is fine. Okay, cool. Okay, so that still needs to be completed. Nope. The dealer chooses the token. Okay, cool. Cool. And then we also need to figure out how to give away the dealer. Okay, cool. So we have confirm choice. We have pay face down. That's paying for the face down cards. And then with dealer pays, we also need to add the ability to fold, which we already do. Okay. And so if you fold, if you're the dealer, you give away the dealer, otherwise you rotate the turn. Okay. Cool. Okay. So it seems this is all good to go. This is okay. This music is way too loud. Okay, we're still figuring this out, okay? We still gotta figure out how to do this audio stuff properly. Okay. So let's see. Next up, we gotta do phase 6. Okay. This is where we draw. So you gotta put away the cards, draw 5 more cards, and then you confirm or you raise. However, in the main game loop, this is the part where in the gambling, so in the non-gambling version, you're just given the 5 cards. But in the gambling version, we do betting, do stake, yep, and then we set the amount, at which point we then execute phase 6. So at this point, this is where each time we attempt to purchase a card, okay, so we're gonna be given 5 cards, and the goal is the dealer already set how much the price of a card is. Like, all the cards that you're going to be given are going to be drawn face up, unless you pay to have them given to you face down. So it's like a shop kind of system. I feel like this would be much easier to do with dialogue boxes. Is it worth waiting for the update to give us dialogue boxes so that we can just do this shop? Oh, that sounds awful. Jeez, okay. Okay, maybe it's just my speakers sounding terrible like that. Okay, I'm gonna turn that way down. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. There we go. That way, we're not bothered, but you get the proper quality. Cool. Ooh, 2 views. Yay! No concurrent viewers though. Where are you? Come on! I know this is really a lot of programming, but please. Okay. What's this? Pay stakes. Okay. Pay stakes versus fold. Got it. That's match stakes, raise stakes, fold, and pay stakes. Okay. So that means we have not put in the proper thing into the language file. No! Got Minecraft. Resistance packs. Card games. Assets. Minecraft. Land. Yeah, we need to update this language file. Item.action.paste. We should be pay raises. Oh, that's why it's going on. Because it's supposed to be pay raises. So it just does that. Cool. So this needs to be activated when we play card. Pay raises. And this token here is going to be given in here, I think. Okay. Aha. Okay. So this is where this is easy ready. Pays. Right. Pay raises. There we go. Is this the proper thing? Yep, pay raises. Okay. Cool. Here we got a little icon for Great Atuin, the world turtle. Because, as y'all know, the world of Discworld is sitting on the backs of 4 elephants, which rotate along, or that walk around in circles, on top of a gigantic turtle, the turtle called Great Atuin. This is the world in which this game exists at. Okay. So I'm gonna assume that this works as it's supposed to. Right. So if that's the case, in that case we just need to do the pays, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's do the phase. There we go. Okay, that was easy. Phase 7 complete. Turns out we'd already done that. Okay. Cool. Phase 7 done. Okay. So in that case, so we need to purchase the cards that you want to be given face down rather than face up. We need to have the thing to pass on the dealer roll. Let's confirm choice. So this is in game loop. Phase 6. Oh, it's confirmed choice for your particular Right. Okay. See, ideally, if we have the dialogue boxes, you can just be shown what the cards are, and then you click a button to either purchase the card or not. And then you confirm your choice. Oh, but then you also need the option to raise the stakes. What? Should we separate that as another phase? So deal the other 5 cards, dealer gets theirs undeclared, everyone else has their 5 cards declared for them. Okay. Dealer sets the price, and then players can raise the stakes once they receive their cards and make their purchases. Okay. Okay. So this is basically... So I'm going to play in the card. This is where we do stakes. And when we do the Z betting, go to stakes, set amount. Yep, we will take the turn. Continue on with phase 6. Okay. That sounds reasonable. Okay. So that mechanism is already in place. All we really need to do is do confirm choice. Which... So, is that the same as matching the stakes? No. Okay. Because if you do no purchasing, you should be able to just exit and then do nothing. Okay. So this will be confirm choice. We can clear out the tokens. Does nothing with your money. And then choice. Oh, and if you're raising stakes, we are going to have a different mechanism here. Okay. So this is in game loop, which counts as confirmed choice. Do that, and then if it's currently phase 6, then you gotta receive your cards. This is Cripple Onion. Okay, the main game loop. Phase 6, receive cards. Okay. So we are going to want a separate thing here for receiving your cards. Some will be purchased face up, some will be purchased face down. You need to distinguish which ones are which. Okay. Phase 6, receive cards. Cool. And then with confirm choice, really the only relevance is in phase 6. That's the only case where you're actually doing that. So you just continue on with phase 6. Okay. And before we do that, we just gotta make sure that we actually receive the cards. And go from here. Hello! Come on, join the stream. We're doing some programming. We're doing some programming with a whole lot of currently 3 viewers and 0 people currently watching. Alright. Hello, viewers. This is my partner. Fluffy Meek was their was their YouTube gamer tag. I'm not gonna share your real name because that would be bad. So there we go. So the social security number is PhantomToast, welcome! Yay, we got a person in the chat. Got 2 people here. I've been debating whether or not to keep the music on, just because, I mean, it sounds like garbage to the speakers. So I guess maybe we can just do it without music. All right. So we're currently doing some programming. We're working on Cripple Mr. Onion, which is
on Discord?
Yup. So, what do you know about that game?
I know about Discord. I don't know about the game.
Alright. Well, yeah, Cripple Mr. Onion is a card game from the world of Discworld. So, yeah. PhantomToast is gonna go get some dinner. Colon 3. Excellent. You have fun with that. Okay. Do that.
Instead of saying colon 3, you should just try to replicate the face.
I don't know how to.
Like this? No, that's not it. That is not it.
Because I'm trying to make a like sideways 3 with my mouth. Like go.
Is that even possible?
I don't know.
Anyways, what would you say?
Okay. So over here, I was considering. Got this. So for phase 6, this is the part where in the gambling version, in the non-gambling version, you're given 5 cards and all the cards are projected to everybody. They're basically drawn face up. Now, in the gambling version of the game, the dealer sets a price and then each player then has the ability to purchase a card to be given face down instead of face up, with the price set by the dealer. Now, in the upcoming update, there is a dialogue box system, which is really helpful for things like shops. It's something that I am going to wait for the update in order to implement into Ticket to Ride, because Ticket to Ride has a similar sort of necessity for a shop system. And with this, I think we're also gonna wait. At least for this. So this is dialog box. Purchase a card to be given face. So this is something where, yeah, we're gonna purchase the cards, but we do still need to be given tokens to confirm the choice and or raise stakes after you already purchased your cards. At which point the game moves on. So we're gonna wait for, I'm gonna write down on the sign here. We're going to wait for dialog box. Okay. We shall wait. Okay. So that's that done. Which also means, okay, so that's good. That's good. That we wait. This is still relevant, which also means that these two things are not relevant. And since I don't yet know how the dialog box is going to actually be implemented, this receive cards function, although it is necessary, we're not going to be able to do any programming with that. And so we're going to have to do that. And instead of confirm choice, this is going to be receive cards to be completed later at a later time. Yep. Okay. So we must wait for the dialog box update, which is hopefully coming soon. The game developers said that they were gonna announce the new update has a name. It's on a pre-release for the new update. So I could boot up that new update now, and it should be relatively stable. But I don't want to because the developers do tend to sneak in features at the last second. So we're not gonna do that. Instead, we wait for maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, something like that. Might be next live stream. So, yeah. As much as it sucks to leave something incomplete, that's the way it goes.
Can I just play Jeopardy music for next week?
Sure. Oh, actually, I do have Jeopardy music for you. So I reprogrammed this particular music disc to instead play Jeopardy music. Here's what it sounds like.
Like Minecraft, and it can only do like this music version.
Yep. I purposefully had, yes. Here it is. Yeah, deep fried.
Yes. That's good.
Yep. That was done on purpose. And that shows up in the trivia game of the trivia game of nightmares that purposefully exists just to deliver psychological torture. Because yes, I have one of these games.
Do I want to know?
Could be fun to play.
On the Minecraft card game?
Yep, that's what I got on the board game hub. Yep.
I am deeply concerned now.
Oh, different sign types exist. Yep. Now all we need is different chests. Oh no, not different chests. Chests are expensive. Still. And okay, if different chests existed, you'd also need different types of trapped chest. And also that would mean basically every chest would be just a bamboo chest, because that's the only feasible way to actually craft those things. That would not be fun. Yeah. Okay. So what programming can we do? Honestly, passing on the dealer role can also be done in the form of a dialog box. Because it's just to confirm, do you want the dealer or no? And we just rotate around to pass on the dealer. So that thing on the to-do list, we can save that for we can save that for the new update. Okay, so what's on this to-do list to do? Move 2 players to the boats. Okay, the showdown. The final phase. This is the part that freaked me out last time, and it was the reason why I set the project aside temporarily. The showdown. So, the way the showdown works. So, players are going to be in this arena here. They'll be running around here with their cards, trying to figure out what to do. And then 2 at a time will be moved to these boats. Because the whole point is that the card game's played on a boat with some witches and stuff like that. So everyone's placed on these boats. They place their cards down in whatever combinations that they want. And then they go back and forth trying to beat each other's cards. And once there is a full one person completely beats the other with no way to change that, then that other person is out and the next person is rotated in. So it's basically going 1v1 until you have one person standing, at which point that person standing wins. So now, the difficulty is, to actually figure out what those combos are, you have to address this board.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. So, in this board, we have the singletons, this is where the blackjack part comes in, and then you can have like the single bagels, double bagels, you have 2-card onions, broken flush, 3-card onion, flush, 4-card onion, broken royal, 5-card onion, royal, 6-card onion, and something with like null 8s, because this is where the modifiers really kick in. Then you have the wild royal, you got the 7-card onion, and then over here, with different rules, you can have other hands that slot in between, the double, and then these are the maximum ones, which is double onion, triple onion, lesser onion, and then in between here you have the octavo rule, that one of the modifiers kicks in and adds one here. Then you have a great onion, and then down here you have the crippling, hence the name Cripple Mr. Onion. Because you have all these onions here, that's the name of a card combo, and then a 9-card straight flush or a 10-card straight flush will cripple all the onions and basically instantly win those 2 things are unbeatable. With the 10-card straight flush beating the 9-card straight flush. So now how it's supposed to go is basically one person goes, I have a 9-card straight flush, I win the game. And then somebody else with a 10-card straight flush can kick in and go, no, actually I win. But I don't know how to do that in Minecraft. So instead, it's just going to be a really boring showdown round. Where once somebody declares they have a 9-card straight flush, it'll just be, the other person basically has to go, yep, give up, unless someone has a 10-card straight flush, in which case 9-carder gives up. So that's also how I'm thinking the showdown should go. Because the whole point of the showdown is basically both players lay out their cards, and then they can play modifiers on each other, or they can activate different card abilities, and basically, including casting magic on each other, which it makes it remarkably similar to Hexus Hold'em from the Owl House. Yeah, we started watching the Owl House.
Indoctrinating her.
I love it. It's been a phenomenal show. I love it. And I did look up how to, potentially a way to play Hexus Hold'em, as an actual card game. There's no agreed upon rules, unfortunately. Nothing official. Nothing official. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I like this one. You got the main arena where people run around, and then you have the 2 boats where you're playing against each other. So it's not like actual magic necessarily, it's more like when you're playing the modifiers on each other, you can basically, the modifiers basically are representing magic at play, basically. Something about how water tints Minecraft blocks. Oh yeah. Yeah. And then one of the modifiers, the reason why we have this red blocks and the arrows, is because one of the modifiers straight up flip. One of the modifiers, which involves a jack of clubs when the modifier is active, flips the bagel and the onions.
Oh no.
So basically, like you have not only all this, but bagels being the weakest hands gets swapped out with onions being the strongest hands. They switch which one's stronger.
In my opinion, I think bagels are stronger. Just because, like, if you just think about an individual bagel and onion, you can bite into an onion much easier than you can bite into a bagel.
Wait, what?
Or, like, cut into it easier.
Cutting maybe, because bagels tend to be squishy.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd want to bite into an onion though. That
Fair, but just
taking a full onion and just going.
it has been done.
I'm
I will not admit to doing it. There's nothing you can prove, but
I'm sure it has. I'm sure it has been done, but I don't think that sounds awful.
anyways.
Onions have layers. Okay. Anyways, they have layers. Yep. Oh yeah, the wooden plank blocks. So yeah, one of the modifiers just straight up flips entire category one for the other, which
Wow.
so trying to figure out what a player like. So I've run into something like this with the poker games, where basically the challenge is given you 5 cards, figure out or assign a number to that hand, and that way to compare hands, you just got to compare the numbers. Because comparing numbers is really easy to do. Comparing hands is difficult. But with this, assigning a number to the hand is going to be a nightmarish task. Especially because, look at all these green signs here. These are all the things that have, like, modifier stuff acting on them. So, yeah, the dark green ones are basically, if the modifier is active, keep this in mind. The light green ones are basically, if the modifier is active and conditions hold, then those are relevant.
I'm getting a call. I'll be right back.
Okay, close the door. Close the door, please. Okay. So yeah, this is rough. So this is the showdown phase. I'm not looking forward to programming that thing. So the real question is, how do we do this? It's kind of the only thing that's left. And outside of setting the ante and creating the pot, but that's just beginning of the round kind of stuff. Okay. I'm gonna put here, wait for dialog box update. Purchasing cards, here we do wait for dialog box updates. Okay. Right. So that means all that's left is the showdown. And this is where, well, I guess we might as well dig into that, because that's not, we don't have to wait for the dialog box update to do that. So I guess we might as well do it now. Let's start with the easy part. Move 2 players at a time to the boats. Okay, let's see how to do that. So, let's look up on the how to play. So how does the showdown actually go? So we start with the Elder. The highest card grouping is played and displayed. The next player in turn order then needs to equal, beat, or play a modifier on the Elder's cards. Okay. So this is where we go. So we're in phase 10. Okay. Now, how many... Okay, so how does the showdown work? So starting from dealer, all the other players are listed in seniority order. So you got like elder, the next, all the way down to younger, and then dealer. Dealer is both the highest and the lowest seniority depending on... Well, dealer is the highest seniority. So we start with the elder. Elder is paired with the next person in line. The two go on the boat, and then that next player needs to equal, beat, or play a modifier. So if that player cannot beat, all that player's cards are placed face up, player's out of the round, and then you move on to the next person. The next person, they're kicked off the boat, and the next person is placed on the boat. From there, if the player equals, then you move on to the next card grouping. So the reason why this arena is so big is because this is just one card grouping, but we could have, let's say, the boats. We can add additional groups. And since every player has 10 cards, you can have up to 10 groups. So, yeah. So from there, okay. So that's if you're equaling, then you move on to the next card grouping. Then if that player beats the elder, then elder can play a modifier or rearrange to get try to rearrange to get a better arrangement. If the elder is completely beaten, then they're out of the round, and then you switch out the next person. The comparison moves on based on the person who beat the elder. So with that in mind, and then if there's a complete tie or there's an issue with some kind of circular modifiers, the higher seniority wins. So that goes dealer down to younger. Dealer, elder, all the way down to younger. The winner of the round becomes the next dealer. At the very end, it becomes dealer versus whoever's left. So basically keep repeating until it is one player versus the dealer. Then what you're doing is you're comparing the remaining player against the dealer, and winner wins the game. So you go elder to each person. They try to knock each other out until finally it's one person versus the dealer, and they go head to head, and whoever wins the game, and also becomes the new dealer. So that seems to be a pretty reasonable way to do things. And then also the gambling version, it's just a standard. Yeah, the showdown works exactly the same in both versions, which is good. Okay. Cool. So with that, let's see. So if the dealer beats the elder. So we start off by going elder versus next person. Create a tag at A, predicate equals cripple onion, in dimension, tag equals your turn. You gotta remove your turn. You can turn on music again. Oops. Let's not do that. Oh, I turned off music. Oops. Hello, we got two people playing. Alright, let's turn the music back on. Okay. So remove your turn, and then we gotta do So do 2 A's, rather naturally round. We then gotta assign the seniority. Okay. So dealer has seniority 0. Cool. This is something we can just run this thing to reassign the seniority whenever we want to. So that's not an issue. Assign seniority. From there, we're going to tag scores equals and players seniority equals 1. Okay. So we're going to need to arbitrarily choose. Well, they're kind of going against each other. So I guess that doesn't necessarily. So the real question is, how do we actually do this in a reasonable way? Like, how do we tell the player? Should we have a thing that tells the players, hey, here's what the hand looks like right now? Maybe there should be like a leaderboard saying, currently, this player is beating this player. I feel like that's going to get really laggy. So maybe not the best idea. So we need the ability for both players to say that they're ready to be judged. Okay, how about we do this? Okay, let's actually do this. Call them Challenger 1 and Challenger 2. Okay, so we do here Challenger 1, add Challenger 2, and then we're going to. We need another way to rotate the thing here. Here we do. Ooh, you like the music? It is by Approaching Nirvana. You can look them up on Bandcamp. Yeah, they are very prolific. They do some really cool music too. I like it. Okay. Okay, so here we do the boats. So here we're gonna do move to boats, and then we should also do move back to arena, basically kicking you off the boat. Okay. So then we're gonna do and I guess Challenger 1. We need signs here. So we need a sign here, ready for judgment. First is forfeit or actually let's put this in the middle. Ready for judge, and then over here we'll do admit defeat. Okay, these are two different actions. Let's do ready to judge and admitting defeat. And here we do depend on both players doing this. So ready to judge versus admit defeat. Let's not make it red. Red is for master reset. Let's be orange. Admit defeat. You admit that you've been bested. Okay, cool. So let's see. Let's see here. So we do ready to judge, admit defeat. Okay. So once both players are ready to judge, then we can project the results on a board up here. We're basically saying, hey, this person just beat. But this person has this card combination, this person has that card combination. Okay. So this is something that can be should be pressable at any time. And this is also something that can be pressed at any time. Basically, if you just don't want to bother placing down any of your cards, you can just admit defeat and get off the cards. We don't want spectators to be able to reach these signs. The boats are going to be expanding in this direction. Okay, maybe we should stick these over here. And this way you can reach up and hit ready to judge or admit defeat. Meanwhile, the players, well, I guess if they click the back of the sign, it's just not going to do anything. But they can't click the front of the sign. Let's check that theory actually. So we want these things to do. So there's going to be this showdown. Okay. So here we're going to do ready to judge. And this is going to be admit. And the signs should be smart enough to figure out who's pushing the signs. In fact, it is, eh? Okay, so So for now, we're gonna do okay. So then we do okay. So then we need to modify the signs so that they actually execute things that they're supposed to. This is data block. Okay. This is at coordinates -12 with 8 -10. Try not to get doxxed by advertisements challenge. That's why I'm not showing this on the screen. That is 100% going to dox me. Ready to judge. We're going to execute the function. Cripple onion. The showdown. Ready to judge. This color is green. Glowing. Reload. Monk is ready to judge. So now the question is a spectator going to be able to click the back of the sign? Or even better, are they going to be able to click the front of the sign? Okay, they are not. Excellent. It's exactly what we wanted. Okay. And then we gotta do this one. So that's 2 blocks down. Color is going to be orange. We have admit defeat. And this is going to run the command, which is Cripple onion, the showdown, admit defeat. Okay. And then once you admit defeat, it executes that. But on the back, it does nothing. Can you get at it by some weird angle? No. Okay, beautiful. So only the people on the boats are going to be able to be ready to judge or admit defeat. Excellent. And they're off the boats too, so if you got a lot of card combos, you're gonna have to walk all the way over here to be ready to judge or admit defeat. Okay. Cool. Oh, and we do need the ability to do the rotate challenge 1. And the rotate challenger 2. Okay. Another more. This is showdown. Okay, cool. And then we gotta move them to the boats. Challenger 1's gonna go on boat 1. Challenger 2 will go to boat 2. Type equals challenger 1, run function, cripple onion, use the boats, move to boats. And do that to challenger 1 and challenger 2. And then at which point it begins. Okay, So that's the showdown basically started. So we got to figure out how to move to the boats. Okay, so this will be. I'm gonna mark this as executes as the player. We move to the boat. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break and then I'll be RB. Never mind, bathroom is occupied. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so we can just do this. When we move into the boats, if you are Challenger 1, run keep in, card games, Cripple Onion, and TP. S to here. Okay, so we got negative 14.5, 56.5, and 6.5. We should probably set the spawn point. No, we can't. Can we? Yeah, you can't set a spawn point on the slab. Okay. Okay. So that'll be, and we want to be facing your opponents. Let's just enforce that. So we have negative 90, 0. And here we have 90, 0. If you're Challenger 2, you're going here. Here we want this position right here. We got negative 8.5 and facing in the 90 direction. Okay, cool. Execute Cripple Onion. S. You have gotten kicked off the boat, and you shall be placed back at this coordinate. Negative 11.5, 6.0, negative 13.5. Okay. Cool. Okay. So now we have the ability to move people to the boat and kick people off the boat. Okay. So now we do so in this showdown, we now need to do we can do admit defeat. So here we're going to do a tell raw. We're going to say add S. Was defeated. We're going to do this in dark red. Okay. S was defeated. It should be not so dark red. He was defeated. Okay. So we're gonna announce to everybody, you have been defeated. We're then going to tag you as being defeated. And then we're gonna do, we should keep a tally on how many people have been defeated. Because once there's one person standing, they win. Okay. So in that case, we do okay. Let's go to scoreboard. Scoreboard objectives, add number of defeated. We're gonna do execute score, result score, and temp and number of defeated. If empty at a count how many people have been defeated. And then we're gonna do players population and temp and number defeated minus equals the number of players. So if there's one person left standing, then the number of defeated minus the number of players should be -1. Okay. So then we do execute if score should be player. Actually, you know, it'd be even smarter. Count all the people who have not been defeated, and then the score and temp, and then defeated matches 1. So there is only one player left who has not been defeated. Then we run the function Cripple onion and brown. Okay, here we do return. Execute as a, but it equals purple onion, and dimension, and equals not defeated. Okay. That person has just won. Now, if nobody has won yet, then we do the cleanup operation, and whoever just admitted defeat needs to get kicked off the boat and move back on. So then we do function purple onion, do boats, move back to arena. We'll move it back to the arena. We'll then do. So if you are challenger 1, then we gotta do this showdown, we rotate challenger 1, stabilize challenger 1, basically pick the next challenger 1, otherwise pick the next challenger 2. Okay, and then okay, how do we tell who's supposed to be get kicked off? Or how do we know where to put you? the boats, move back to the arena. And then, so to move you back to the arena, you also need to have all your cards displayed. I think we can just use the same mechanism as folding. What's involved with this? Nope, we definitely should not be doing that. Okay, so we need a special thing here for folding your cards. Okay, so that'll be displaying all your cards. Actually, if you're playing the cards, that doesn't matter. Because as you're playing the cards, you have to declare them. And as soon as you declare a card, it's getting displayed above you. So that does not matter. We do not have to display all the cards. Instead, what we have to do is clear the board. Well, actually, we do need to display any cards that you still have in your inventory. Okay. So that is still relevant. The showdown, display cards. So this, we go to here, display cards, that means the function. And this is display all the cards, or basically display all the cards that the player had. Without the activated abilities. So that means we need to remove the purple marker as we display. Okay, that's important. That way people don't assume that a modifier has now been played. Otherwise, we do, okay, so we need to display the cards, and then we gotta clear the cards. So we gotta do, so I'm pretty sure these are tagged as boat 1 and boat 2, right? Boat 1, yep. And this one is boat 2, okay. So we gotta do item replace entity. Every card on boat 1. Boat 1 needs to be deleted. Whereas all the things on boat 2 need to be given back to the player. So this is going to be run function cripple onion the boats maybe not the boats, but yeah, the boats. Give back card. Okay, cool. Meanwhile, So that's if challenger 1 is the one who admitted defeat. Meanwhile, if challenger 2 did that, boat 2 gets deleted, and boat 1 has all the cards given back. Oh, how are you doing this week? I'm doing very well. How are you? Things have been pretty good. Let's do coming home. Okay. So we need to go into the boats and giving back the cards. Give back. Okay. So here we go. Execute as the... Oh, finished an essay last night. Nice. That's awesome. Okay, so both 1 goes to challenger 1, both 2 goes to challenger 2. Okay, so if you are both 1, then we do execute F and E, it equals Cripple Onion in dimensional, tag equals challenger 1, player, clean this up for finals. Excellent. You've got this, PhantomToast. You're gonna do amazing. And I just realized I have yet to actually deal with cards. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna need to copy paste from another game. Let's copy from how about apples? Apples function. Start game. We need to do, this is in the drawing cards. Like pop draw. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna summon an item, a card me. At the very end, we're going to apply the particular data that we're looking for. This is an S item. Is that the data here? Hold on. Let's check. For get empty view. That's okay. Capital item. Cool. Okay. Capital item. Cool. Alright. And then move the tag. Okay. So if you're both 1, we give the item to challenger 1. Meanwhile, if it's both 2, we give the item to challenger 2. Okay. So give back the card. And that does that. Okay, cool. So that's admitting defeat. We have now done that. And if you're victorious, you just get all your cards back to play the next, and you can play down the next thing. And in fact, we need to do function Cripple Onion, the boats, and retract the boats. because the next card grouping might be totally different. So this is remove all groups. Okay, at which point stabilize challenger 1, stabilize challenger 2, and okay. We should tag you as newly defeated. Okay. And then we stabilize challenger 1, stabilize challenger 2. At this point, the challenger token has been moved. So now we need to figure out okay. So we do maybe before we stabilize, we move the person, the new, no, we can't do that until we stabilize. Okay. So you are tagged as newly defeated. So if challenger 2 has not been okay. Can't tell the difference between one and the other. Okay, fine. Newly defeated 1, newly defeated 2. Okay, so now if somebody is tagged as newly defeated 1, then that means we run Cripple Onion in dimension. Tag equals challenger 1. Then function, Cripple Onion. Actually, this would be much easier if we simply teleported everybody. There we go. So at each round, we're just gonna move you back into position. Then we don't have to worry about it. And then we just do function Cripple Onion, zip boats. Let's just move the boats. Okay. There we go. Okay. So what does this do? We announce to everybody so-and-so is defeated. We tag you as having been defeated. Then count how many people are left. And if there's only one person left, then whoever's left standing wins. Do some cleanup. The person who is defeated is kicked off the boats. All their cards are displayed. And then if challenger 1 is the one who's victorious, but if challenger 1 is the one who lost, the boat is removed, the victorious player is given back all their cards. If challenger 2 is the one who is defeated, then their boat gets erased, challenger 2, but challenger 1 gets all their cards back. Then we remove all the groupings, clear out all the cards, and then if challenger 1's the one who was defeated, we move on to the next person. Challenger 2 is defeated, we move on to the next person. And then whoever's the new challenger 1 and 2 are moved to the boats. Okay, excellent. Cool. you know what would be fun? As we move people to the boats, what if we like announce to everybody, player versus player? So we do, so in the main game loop, we need to modify this, so we're doing, just move the boats. And then from there, we're gonna do title. Mentioned, and we can mark everybody, title, and then we'll just announce. Title is going to be we have selector. Versus next player. Okay. Okay. And I think this one can be done as light purple. Lavender. Okay, that definitely needs to be done as a subtitle. So we'll do a subtitle. I need a bathroom. I will be right back. Alright. Oh, by the way, PhantomToast, do you want... You're mentally preparing yourself for finals? Okay. So since you're preparing for finals, do you want to do some gaming tonight? Or is this just going to be a pure programming thing? I'm cool with this being a pure programming stream. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can do something like this. looks okay. Okay, that looks good. Person versus person. Cool. Okay. Going to do that. Okay, cool. Right now, finishing the meal. We're gonna get back home. I can play. Okay, that sounds good. That's right, PhantomToast. You did get a chance to do to play with the Starship, the new thing that's added to Battleship. Okay. Cool. So we have admitting defeat. And we have the ability to move people to the boats as needed. Okay. We now have the ability to admit defeat. Okay. Now what about when you want your cards displayed? Or when you want to have your hand displayed? I'm going to figure out how to do that. Okay. So we got at S is ready to judge. Well, actually, that doesn't really matter. Let's see. So we're gonna do. So we're gonna calculate the combo. It's going to be stored in n combo value. Okay. So we need to mark things as judge this. Cool. Okay, that makes sense. So if you are challenger 1, then we tag all the vote 1 things that are being judge this. 1 and change this. Otherwise, vote 2 is judge this. From there, we're going to do function with onion, calculate combo. That's going to be fun. Just this one function is going to handle all that. Yep, we got the battleship stuff figured out. It took a while, but you know, we figured out what was going on. Okay. Then from there, we need to be able to display a combo. Okay. Gonna do execute as a equals actually judge, and then we're going to put it equals cripple onion in dimension tag equals display 1. We're gonna display the combo. And actually, we should do executing as there's going to be display the. So here we're going to be display the hand value on text display. And if you have challenger 1, you're going to display 1. If you're challenger 2, we're going to display 2. Oh, we should transfer the number. As player, we're going to display the hand value on the text display. But what we're also going to do is transfer the actual value. So we're going to do scoreboard, execute the score, tag equals challenger 1, here's operation, variable onion in dimension. We're going to stick it to the actual score, the display board thing. Tag equals display 1 and combo value over S. Combo value. Yep. Okay. And then if you're challenger 2, you get your thing displayed into display number 2. And then we also got to do execute if score. Okay. If that one is greater than the other. Oh, this one's not the favorite song from this album. So then it'll display who wins. Display who wins. And then okay. Let's figure out these displays now. And also, this is not so easy. So you can have multiple combos. Okay. We need to have a third sign. Add a grouping. Okay. So you go over here to add a grouping. And this way you can create a new grouping. I think this would be a reasonable mechanism to use. And here... yeah, I think that's going to be reasonable. So here, go into wherever you modify the sign. This is the boats add group. The boats add group. It's going to be line 57. Okay. Boom. So that will create a new grouping each time somebody clicks this button. Okay, cool. Then things have to be decided one grouping at a time. And then the combo value and grouping value. Oh, this makes things much better. Because obviously you can judge not just on the particular hand you have, but on how things are grouped. After all, that does make sense. I mean, that is how you get 7 card onions. Okay. So that's actually not so bad. So one player can just walk over here and add groups as needed in order to fit their cards. Oh, we should have a safety mechanism. Add group. So we'll find the maximum group that's available. Right, we have a group ID. Each time we do that, okay. So first of all, we need to reset things properly. And second of all, get into scoreboard, play set, and group ID 1. And then we also need to do verify that we don't go over 10. We find the max boat that's available. And choose 10 away. We're gonna yell at the players saying no more groups. Okay. So if you attempt to place new groups, you're not going to be allowed to. I think that's the best way to do this. Let's reload. So even though this is technically, theoretically, infinitely expandable, we should be purposefully stopped at 10. 8, 9, 10. Oops. And then no more groups. Perfect. Okay. So that's our 10 groups. So it's a 10 by 10 grid because you have 10 cards. They can either be done 1 card per group, or they can be each group can have 10 cards. So there we go. And then we'll remove all the groups, and players can just walk over here and add stuff to the groups, add more groups as needed. Okay, cool. So that's that. We now have a safety mechanism. So let's see. So calculating the combo is actually going to be much more difficult. Oh, actually, yeah, it should be pretty straightforward, actually. No, since we have different groupings, yeah. Okay, to be figured out later. Not the problem. We're not dealing with that right now. Okay. So combo value. In the 1v2, we're gonna say so one thing we do want to do is when we're displaying the combo, we want to immediately mark it as invalid. Okay. We're going to do data merge entity. So I want to have some text displays. Let's display one here. So that's 1, 2, 3 away from this edge of the boat there. Yep. And we want to do 1, 2, 3 and go back up to here. So if you have a score of 0, then it'll be an invalid hand. Okay. So we do okay. So we're gonna do text. We gotta have our selector. This will be blocking my view. Please. Please. Pretty please. Oh. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? I can't retract that ad. The ad that just straight up blocks the whole screen. Okay. Oh, this sucks. Okay. So this will be this selector. It equals Cripple onion in dimension. Tag equals challenger 1. It'll be bold italic, bold underline. And then we do invalid hand. Okay. Excuse me. Oh. I just tried to broke again. Very strange. Okay. Very well. Okay. So we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna data merge entity. If score and combat value matches 0. Yay! PhantomToast is back home! Alright. So if your challenger 1 and your score is 0, then we gotta merge entity and E equals purple onion in dimension, tag equals display 1. Okay. Relative to having invalid hand. Okay, and then we do okay. Okay. And we should maybe do a return run, just so we don't do anything else. So if you have an invalid hand, then don't even bother. Okay. And then, so we're gonna ignore calculating combo for now. In which case, we do so then we say challenger 1 wins. Okay. So that's if challenger 1 wins, then nothing is having 1. And then if display 2 has greater combo value, then challenger 2 wins. Otherwise, it's a tie. Yay! Join the server! Alright. Yeah, let's play. do that and say it's a tie. Okay, cool. This will also display who wins. And yeah. Okay, before I join back on, I'll just do this real quick. Judge this. Okay. So this is gonna be a pretty hefty, gonna have some pretty hefty programming, especially calculating the combo and then displaying the combo. And it's gonna be spicy. So now, display the hand value on the text display. And so mark that you have an invalid hand. Okay. So, I'm gonna put up signs here just to mark the fact that there's work to be done. And then I also need to add the functions that actually rotate the players. We then need to do display the combo and text display to be done. And then we also need to create the text displays. Okay, cool. So, we did some pretty significant work here. Is there anything we can take off the list here? Nope. But we did an awful lot of work. I think we've got this done. Okay, that's pretty sizable. So from there, all we gotta do is calculate the combos and then wait for the update to give us dialog boxes. So, in the meantime, PhantomToast, I'm hopping on. Let's play some games. There you go. Okay. What's up? Alright. What do you want to play? What game do you wish to play? It's just gonna be the two of us. So what do you wanna do? I've been really wanting to play Risk lately, but it is a very complicated game. So mini golf. Ooh, or Chinese checkers. That sounds good. Let's do Chinese checkers. Get a competitive streak going. Alright, Phantom, pick a side. Alright. It is my turn. Yep, the funny sphere game. Spheres in Minecraft. The illegal game. Classic beginning. Ooh. Yay! And here's where the chaos begins. They're just slingshot modded spheres into Minecraft. Yeah. Ooh, that'd be a fun video title to like showcase Chinese checkers. Hashtag not clickbait. That could be fun actually. I modded spheres into Minecraft and then actually it's just a showcase of Chinese checkers. That'd be fun. It's like, it's clickbait, but it's also not clickbait. But like, the clickbait is actually lamer than the actual video itself. Better than the other way around. Ooh. Yo, Phantom, you can go all the way to the home. Yay! Can't do any epic warp jumps. You thought it was clickbait, but it was me. Dio. Fun minigame. You thought it was clickbait, but actually it's an invitation to play a really fun game. I'm gonna write down that idea. That sounds really fun, actually. Like, legitimately. Okay, but I modded spheres into Minecraft with a billion question marks and exclamation marks. That sounds just really funny. And then it's actually just a showcase of Chinese checkers. That'll be really funny. Oh, but the thing is, that could also be the video to showcase mini golf in Minecraft. Although I guess mini golf is less well known of a game. So yeah. Plus, I already did a bunch of shorts about mini golf, showcasing mini golf. Okay, don't get stuck there. Don't get stuck with that corner. Okay. Let's move this right here. Part 2. Yeah. Yeah, so far there's only 3 games that actually use the marbles. Oh. The 3 games that use these marble or spheres are mini golf, Chinese checkers, and trivia. So, yeah. It's because I coded a sphere once and then decided never again. Unless yeah, just never again. I don't want to do that again. I just realized I jumped back to where I started. Oops. That was dumb. That guy over there. Let's see if we can do a jump like that. And then we leapfrog these guys in. Oh, I could have jumped all the way back then. Oh. Oh no! PhantomToast just crashed. Yeah. Okay. Let's do bangers and smashed. Why not? You okay there, Phantom? Oh, you crashed. That sucks. I don't get why I keep crashing. It's so strange. I wanted to cook more chips. Yeah. Okay. This. And this guy here. I guess we can move this guy here, leapfrog those in. Let's do it like that. Oh, that was silly. Yay! I think I was only like 2 moves away. Yay! That's so cool. I love how, like, I love the fact that, like, we're basically evenly matched, and because of that, the games are, like, yeah. All the games are pretty evenly matched. And they're also, like, they always come down to the wire. That's really fun. Let's just go like this. See if we can establish some kind of super highway. Oh, but then we got the Phantom traffic jam. As we've started calling this, the Phantom traffic jam. Oop. Nice. Yes, trademark. Ah, you could have gone all the way to home. Yeah, make sure you check the whole board. Like over here. Yeah, there you go. Actually, no, you didn't. Oh. Nice. First one. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, the real trick with this game is getting out of your own way. Because you can very easily cause a traffic jam for yourself. Yay! Into the corner. Yay! Nice. That allows me to skibbity hop. Skibbity hop. Ooh. Boink. There we go. And these two guys just gotta leapfrog their way into home. Okay. Oh no. I almost got all you guys home. Oh no. Everything's in a very inconvenient position. Two moves to completion. Ooh no. Yay! Wow. You were really close. Yeah, you could just leapfrog that guy in and then just zip this one in somehow. But yeah. Dang. That was a close game. I love this. I love how close these games are. Let's see. Do you want to play some Battleship? This time with the starship. Actually, now that I changed the system, we should be able to handle like 10, like be able to do like the 10 carriers kind of thing. Which could be kind of fun. You interested? There's some significant delays, so it's going to take me a bit more time to... Ah, yeah, okay. Okay. We can do... We can do 10 carriers with the new system. Oh yeah, there's also a stream delay. Forgot about that. That'll shoot. Why is this place so light? Battleship. And do 10 carriers. Yeah, this is something that would have definitely crashed the server before. But now, it should not. Okay. Time to place the ships. Let's just make sure that nothing is going to. Yay! This is going to be absurd. Okay, cool. There's my 10 ships. Oh. I don't know if the ships is outside the board. 21. No, it's not. Oh, gotta go ship. Yeah, got you covered. There we go. Ships locked in. And back. Oh yeah. Alright. Let's do a quick album here. Because I suspect this will be a really fast round. About east of Switzerland. Start. Alright. Wham. Hit. Acalia was hit. Oh gee, I wonder. Phantom, my board's over there. Acalia was hit. Sink your career. Ah, sink my career. Oh, got another one. Yes. This is a very silly game. Oh no, careers. Okay. Oh. Another one. Okay. So since carrier try. This will spot it anyone in here somewhere. Okay, cool. Oh, got one. Epic gameplay. Yup. It's a little better than the 20 patrol ships. Because 20 patrol ships is just, you're just squashing ants. Like, every other turn a patrol ship gets sunken. Ooh. Yeah, double. Ah. Oh, there's another one here. Uh-huh. Oh, missed, but still hit something. Dang it. Okay. Oh. Okay. Nothing there. How many do you have? Okay, this could be one. Nope. And indeed it is. How many do you have left? I think this is your last one. Hold on. How many do I have left? Because I think I'm down to your last one. Oh, I've got 3 left now. Okay. Oop. Oop. Yep, this is where I purposefully did the mining for diamonds thing, where you gotta mine around. Oop, got one. Oop. Yay! Nice! Nice! Awesome job, Phantom. Alright. So one of us down, yep. Nice. Do you wanna... So 10 carriers. This server can actually handle properly now. Do you want to try to crank it up to 15? Or do you want to try to do like 20 patrol ships? It's 20? Yeah, 20 for maximum. $15's basically most of the board. It would be hilarious. Yeah. Team carriers. Ships get sunk, get out of the game. One person is left standing, and one person is alive.
I know it's been a while since I met you. I know I'm in your arms. It all happened so fast. I fell in love. I looked at your eyes. Baby, just tell me, am I dreaming now? Everything's going good 'cause you're around. Baby, just tell me, are you staying by my side? Is this real or is
Alright.
it
Phantom, whenever you're ready.
Is this real?
15 carriers. Now we can do it. Because we're not checking the attack radius every single time we try to do something. What do you mean, oops? Something go on? Uh-oh. You wouldn't have been able to.
'Cause I think of you over in my
Oh. Oh, that's a problem.
you ever feel like falling down.
That should not have happened.
Just tell me, am I
Oh, that sucks.
now? Everything's going good.
Okay then.
Baby, just tell me, are you staying?
Battleship does a poor job.
Is this real or is it my mind?
Okay. Nope. Yes, and that's resetting. What do I do you want to play? Can do normal plus starship, patrols, different carriers, 5 submarines and 5 starships. That sounds fun. So we got 5 more submarines, 5 starships. Sounds fun. Spaceships and sandwiches. That sounds fun. There we go. Starships and sandwiches. Alright. Starship sandwiches. It's kind of fun. That is very strange. Why did it return one? That's not supposed to happen. La la la. So why is it doing that? Because when it does that, it should be returning some kind of error message, but it's not. So why is it not doing that? Let's look for the intersections. That is very strange. I do not understand why that's happening. Ships out of You're evidently not out of bounds. That is very strange. Hmm. Why are you doing this? That's so stupid. Okay, we need to do a better job at figuring out where the things are sticking out. Okay. Something's gone terribly wrong. And I can't figure out what's wrong. Hey Phantom, if you wanna call it a night, let me know, because this is gonna take some time to figure out. Although, hold on, let me try this. Maybe try that. Okay, try pushing this check mark now. Come in. Yeah. Do you need to? Do you wanna hop in? We're about to play Starships and Sandwiches. It's so. PhantomToast and I, we're currently playing a version of Battleship where we have five submarines and 5 starships. Yes, starships are a thing that I recently added, and the submarines look like sandwiches. Submarine sandwiches. These things. Yeah, a little bit. But yeah, they're like Starship Enterprise. I don't know. So.
I don't know. My friend is
Okay. Okay, let's not announce what ship is it. Okay. Yes. Oh, that's on me. No. That's on me. Oh, there's a really fun message pops up when you sync a starship specifically. Let's see if I can. Okay, this is not a starship, unfortunately. It says the starship blew up. Just gotta keep it sync. It's fine. Oh. Let's see. Oh. Aha. Look at the stuff. I was really confused. Oh. Yep. My station. Yeah. Just in the station. Boom. Ooh, nice. Nice. Sandwiches and starships. Nice. What do you think?
This one?
Oh, would you like to play again? I can hand you the keyboard and mouse and you can play a game. Do you like it? Would you like to play Chinese Checkers?
Okay, I'll be honest. I got really excited when you made it because of my childhood.
Yo, PhantomToast, you wanna play some Chinese checkers? Against Fluffy Meat. Yeah. Alright. Bring it on. See that? It's competitive time. Okay. So first up, I need to teach you how to actually move and do stuff in Minecraft. Okay. Unfortunately, you are gonna have to put the mask on me. I'll take that. Okay.
There's a scheme just for you to get that.
Yes, very much so. Oh, you got me. Okay. So here's the keyboard and mouse. So the mouse, you move the mouse to move where you look. Okay. Okay. And then to move, W is forward, A is left, S is backwards, D is right.
Oh.
Yep. Nice. Space lets you jump. And then if you want to move slower, use shift. And you can do both at the same time. So shift is sneak. Okay, that's not really relevant to me, but for game. Move your mouse to move some else.
This is fun.
Yeah.
Maybe it's about job places.
Yep. Okay. So then, right click is what you're going to be doing most often in this game. So with this particular game, looks like PhantomToast claimed the blue side. You can walk over to the pink side and right-click the sign there.
Why did I do that?
Move over. Yep. Now aim at the sign there that says register as player 6, and right-click that. There you go. Yeah. There you go. Now I can right-click the sign there for begin run. You'll never particularly reach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So get the little marker that it's your turn. Okay. So during your turn, you can walk over, right-click one of the spheres. You would be in range. And I'd recommend actually standing on top of the sphere to right-click it for precision purposes.
Like that?
Yep. Okay, right-click that. And now each of these targets, you can click those to move the ball there. Or if you use the mouse wheel, you can scroll between the slots here. And if you scroll over to this slot, that'll allow you to, you right-click that to cancel your selection.
This is right for somebody who's to me.
There you go.
Minecraft right now. Yay! What do you call yourselves?
Minecraft, I guess.
There's gotta be something better than
First we mine, then we craft.
that. No.
Then we Minecraft.
That's my turn.
Now, the balls can jump over others.
Yeah, no, I remember that part. That was my favorite part.
Yep. And you can multi-jump.
Okay, those things on top. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I wanna jump to here.
Mm-hmm. And then there's also a multi-jump rule. So if you look back, if you move back a little. Okay. So this ball, you have 3 spaces to get to this one. So then
This one can go bonk, 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 bonk.
exactly. And then there's also the equal jump rule. So this guy is 3 spaces away from this one. So as long as the next 3 spaces are clear, it can land on that hexagon over there.
Oh wow.
So that's a thing that's primarily there to make 2-player games actually worth, like, not last forever. So go for it. Give it a shot.
Oh, it's my turn again. Oops.
Is your
Sorry,
turn.
Phantom Toast. Let's see.
So if you click that ball,
This one?
no, this one.
This one.
One. Yep. Whoop. Yeah, PhantomToast also tends to crash, so before you actually make your move, wait till PhantomToast comes back. You can see, 3 moves there, 3 moves over. As long as the space is clear, you can do the jump.
Ooh.
So wait till PhantomToast comes back. For whatever reason, they tend to crash a lot. This stream is sponsored by Tillamook Ice Cream. Tillamook, the ice cream that's really good. Specifically, the flavor is salty caramel pretzel, which is limited edition. It's been limited edition for the last 6 months, so I don't know exactly how limited that is. But it is delicious. And yes, you can jump over other people's balls. And,
Yep.
yeah.
This one?
How about this one? The ice cream that's really good. Oh, you can actually go over there.
You got the good stuff over here.
Nope. Yes, we're being illegally cute on stream.
Oh, we're being filmed right now. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Oops.
Okay.
Ooh, how does that work?
Let's see. So you can you can't move into any of the other triangles except for the purple and the blue one.
Yeah.
The blue one's your goal.
Yeah.
But you can use those triangles as a jumping point. Like you can jump in and as long as you can jump out. So I suspect that's what's happening. Like this one's probably an equal jump rule from one of these two coming from one of these triangles. So. Nice. It's your turn.
Yes.
Oh, and yeah, some of the moves can get pretty crazy, hence the loading screen, because when you hear that ding, it's a reminder that it's your turn.
Oh, that's what that is.
You can opt into getting dinged when it's your turn. I have my stuff opted in because otherwise, forget it.
I'll take it out.
So that you can't jump over.
Yes. This one I should be able to do, right?
Yep.
I can go over to. Should I be able to do jump, and then jump one more? Or
But-
is it because the green is there?
Because the green is there and you can't jump out. It's either because the space is blocked. If that pink wasn't there, you could jump over to there. Okay. So if you want to cancel your selection, just scroll over to the red X.
Yeah. I'll just do this one.
Yeah, that's good.
Uh-oh. That's a bit too close for comfort.
I mean, they can't jump over you. They can't, like, erase your pieces.
Yeah.
You
I mean, close to the
can, you can use your
It
pieces
might
to.
tiny.
You can just jump over them.
Let's choose this. Oh. Let's just see what this guy can do. Oh wow, this guy can do a lot.
You can go all the way to home.
Let's do that then.
Oh,
Oh,
Blue.
what?
All the way to there.
Haha. I'm sorry.
alright. That's fine. Chinese checkers games are always really close. Like, the winner and loser is off by maybe 1 or 2 moves. Almost always. Especially when the players are evenly matched.
Sorry, I just want the pencil bit.
Yeah, there are actual pretzel bits inside the system. And they are amazing.
I'm trying to strategize. I'm just kidding, I have no strategy, I've just been getting luck.
Step 1, destroy your opponent. Step 2, have some ice cream.
I just want that one in home.
Yay. So you want to move all your balls into home.
Yeah.
There is a thing with this game.
Oh no.
Yay! PhantomToast is home. I got one home. So I do have what I call the like an anti-jerk prevention, which is basically you win when you have all the balls home. Now you could go all the way to the corner. Now in theory, what that means is that somebody could just stick a ball at the corner, keep a ball at the corner there,
Yeah.
for example, and then just refuse to move.
Oh, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, which is really dumb. And even though it's unlikely, it is possible. And so what I have here is that as long as at least one of your balls is home, and all you need is then for all the spaces to be occupied by somebody, and then you win. So that basically means if for whatever reason the opponent only ever moved one ball, then as long as one of yours is home, you're good.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Click the red X. Scroll away. There you go. So, since right clicking is used in both cases, the token takes priority in this game. Unfortunately, this game is rather unique in that regard, but the token takes priority. And as I go, I try to update all the games so that token takes priority. Because it just makes sense.
Oh, you fancy things this time.
Yep, here's a really long loading screen.
Yeah.
Yay! X.
Gosh darn it.
Don't click the X.
Oh, it keeps. I keep on. Oh no.
It's your turn. Phantom, are you going easy on Fluffy Nick here?
Probably.
Is your turn? Yep. Sea of targets. Oh, Phantom's creating their traditional traffic jam. Can you make it past the traffic jam?
Oh, I still gotta get this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Nope.
That's always what got me when I played with Guns N' I always forget that one guy in the corner.
Mm-hmm. Is your turn again? It's gonna get everything at least halfway on the board. Okay. So you're trying to create the phantom traffic jam. I see what you're doing. You okay? Yeah. Is it perhaps a cunning strategy? Even more cunning than the cunning foxes of Cunningham?
What are the cunning foxes of Cunningham?
They're known for being clever, yes.
Okay.
The X. Yeah. Nope. Randall just created a barricade
Oh, darn it. I didn't even notice that.
behind you.
Oh. When me and my brother were little, we would take all the colorful marbles that my parents collected all over the years and we would make fruit salad out of it.
Fun.
Fake fruit salad out of it, so nobody was eating marbles.
If you move this guy over here, then you go boing boing. Sometimes the phantom traffic jam is a strategy, other times it looks like abstract art. Yep. Yeah, usually the phantom traffic jam does a pretty good job at actually keeping things even, but I guess it hasn't in this game. Like the X.
Just gotta get this one guy in place.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna take a second.
Mm-hmm. Maybe a cold second. Almost there.
The final countdown. Oh, goodness, that was a lot of words.
And almost
Oh, the sparklies.
Yep. You expect these every time you win.
Yay. Can we handshake? I know we can't, but I want to.
Okay. The best you can do, left click is an attack, punch.
Oh.
So that's the closest you get is walk over and punch him.
Handshake me. Oh, oops, sorry. Sorry.
It's fine.
I feel bad now, I'm sorry.
It's fine. See, Phantom can punch you back.
Retaliate.
Alright. So welcome to Minecraft.
Thank you.
You are now play a few more games and soon you may be a champion at some of these. And the cool part is there's some single player games on this as well. I've got Projective Set, Mini Golf, Dominoes, Minesweeper. We don't talk about Sudoku, but I do technically have Sudoku, but we don't talk about that.
I'm
Also,
just gonna bring up Sudoku whenever I feel like it. Just to be evil.
it's very broken.
Okay, then I won't.
That's why we don't talk about it, because it was
Okay.
a nightmare to program and it's still broken and I don't know why.
Okay, then I won't bring it up.
Like, 5D chess with multiverse time travel. It was easier to program than Sudoku. Braveheart was actually the one who suggested that I build Sudoku. He was the one who was obsessed with Sudoku a little while ago. And I was like, okay, well, I'll be nice to Braveheart. The last game I built for him was Speed, the card game, which is an amazing card game and is probably the card game that works the best on this whole server. And I went, well, that should be easy. Why not make Sudoku now? Hence began the nightmare. I made 3 working levels. And then I basically messaged Braveheart going, you know what? And Braveheart and I also played Sudoku together, tried to figure out, like, test it out. And that's when I realized it's a much more complicated game than I gave it credit. And also, yeah, I was just not ready for it. So I basically messaged him going, yeah, I must admit that I don't know what I'm doing. And I tried, I failed. I'm gonna build 5D chess with multiverse time travel now.
That is fair. I
Actually,
always wondered how they calculated how, like in the Sudoku apps and stuff, how do they know whether it's going to be easy, medium, or hard?
no idea. Well,
That's a whole...
it is all relative.
Because technically you could just put random numbers in, but then it might not even be able to be completed.
It's not random numbers. That's the point.
Yeah.
And also, like, the whole point is that, first of all, it's not random numbers. And second of all, one of the big things, which I failed to do with this service version of Sudoku, I cannot guarantee a unique solution. Which is supposed to be the case when you have a Sudoku puzzle, is there should only be one solution. Which sucks. Oh, so PhantomToast, do you want to play another game, or it is 10 o'clock? So, do you wanna go study for your final? No, I'll let PhantomToast respond. We don't talk about Sudoku, no. We play Sudoku once. It feels like it was harder than regular Sudoku. When did you play Sudoku? Oh, like, you played Sudoku on this server? I don't remember you doing that. Did you, like, do it when did you, like, sneak on and play it? But I can guarantee you we haven't done. I'm pretty sure we didn't. Pretty sure we didn't do it on stream. We might have briefly done it and then gave up. But yeah. Speaking of Sudoku, though, we do talk about Minesweeper.
Oh.
Like Minesweeper.
I'm good at Minesweeper. I just despise Minesweeper. Because in some ways, it's a game of patience.
Fair.
And I do not have the patience for it.
You want to try 3D Minesweeper then?
Oh god.
Come on, give it a try. It'll be fun.
I'm just
That's fine. Alright. Well, didn't know the history behind it. Okay. Cool. So yeah, that's the history behind Sudoku. It was a nightmare to program, and hence why I only made 2 levels and then gave up. Or 3 levels and then gave up. Okay. Oh, you did play it upstream. Oh, of course it's allowed. That's why this server is 24/7, is so that anybody can just hop on and play it. You know, that's why I'm paying to have this server 24/7. Please play it off stream. Okay. I'm just amazed somebody actually did. I'm very happy about that. Okay, so to end the stream, we have a tradition, which is to go off with a bang.
Yes, I will end this.
Okay. So the way that we do this, we put on these wings, the exact same wings that were used to make the man sandwich in the Minecraft movie.
Oh no.
But here we don't make a sandwich. Instead we got fireworks. Because fireworks both boost the wings, and also these particular ones give you sparklies, which actually deal damage. So then we go, bye! And see the death message, went off with a bang. See ya! Thanks, PhantomToast, for joining!